I'm actually really interested to see how this fnatic Inferno looks. Like I said, it's into the tail end of last year, this was not a good map for them in their pool. I mean, they would have some close results, sure, but there were losses, right? And that's ultimately kind of all that matters for me. So I'm wondering what Fear can kind of bring to this team in terms of his calling style to fix some of the issues that plague this fnatic side. They're going to go quick here.
Yeah, not slowing it down. In through the Molotov, but they're going to get the trade kills they're looking for. And, yeah, unfortunately, just not enough to stop them. Even the smoke, even the nades landing there in front, it just didn't stop fnatic from powering on through. So, 4 versus 3 now. The bomb's going to get planted, and with the dualies here on BlameF, you have to assume this is going to be a very tough retake. I don't see much utility. One flashbang. Where do you want to use it? To the church or inside of the bomb site? If you don't actually flash this corner, Crims might just get a free kill, and he might do that anyway. No one's checking this. Kenzazor is dead, and Essential and NPL alone. Actually, great work trying to fight their way back here, but remember, time is running short already. They don't have the kit, so it's going to be a real long battle to try and get this one back, and BlameF will make sure that never happens. A nice triple for him in the round, and fnatic, they're never just going to do a full execute here. They're always going to space it up a little bit. Even if it is an execute, they're probably going to send Fear in first just to check and make sure, because that's how you lose a round like this, right? So I think fnatic, they have all the information they need. They don't know exactly where the stack is, but they know it's going to be somewhere on the map. So they're being very careful. They still have some little bit of utility to make their way across the map and try and check every corner. They are walking into the arch here, and it's actually Matt's leading the charge. So Matt's a little bit scary here, maybe even unnecessarily so, giving up the Galil, and now pushing back towards the B-bomb side instead. But that's only really a single player, and if they're quick, they should be able to win this fight.
Let's see. BlameF. He'll be in first. He's now a bit of support as well. Headshot going to drop up on a util over. Alex wants to swing. Then gets blinded up as well, to make matters worse. And he swings in towards a Molotov. So this feels like it already could be done. He's not being clear properly, though. Smoke down towards Coffins. What's happening? They've given Headshot a freebie. And Alex is still not cleared. He'll get one. He looks for another. And then push through on the trade. This is falling apart for fnatic. That was a dreadful take on towards that B side. I think this is probably the best map for it. I think AWPing is actually quite difficult. It's quite easy to get exposed as well on Inferno. All the util sets these days are so brutal on Inferno that you're basically fighting blind more often than not. Hence why I'm not always a huge fan of AWPing on this map. I actually think there's probably a lot to be done with if you can be a proficient rifler. And I think that's where maybe Burbalov could show a little something here. Kenzor for the first. We'll get Crims.
I was going to say, I think that's a good solution. Like, if you are flexible, that's good. There are obviously some AWPers that can do it, right, historically, but it is a very different experience. I kind of get what you're saying. Like, unless you happen to be one of those, like, close combat AWPers, maybe it's better to not. And I guess we'll see if Hetrick is going to be up for it, because there is a chance that all you're doing is retreating from angles and getting flashed and smoked off, and it's like, well, why buy the rifle then? Like, why not just get something else, because you're not going to be helpful to the team? But, yeah, maybe that's something that we just write up in the back of our mind and say, let's check in with Hetrick and see what kind of an impact he's having. Certainly, Matt's is having an impact. Taking down Alex, a fantastic start, and pushing the bomb site. Kenzazor is dead, and fnatic, it was a lot more slower. I think they must have been surprised themselves. Like, damn, how far can we get onto the bomb site before we actually engage with anyone? But it works. We can see out into Banana, and there's nobody there. They're not reacting, and they're actually alone at the A-bomb side, so this could be a little bit of a problem. But there's Hetrick proving himself AWPing on the CT side. That's at least something.
This is a good angle for it. The short play is the best play, right? You play your first angle up into a boiler, you reset onto a site, you get one, you fall back. This is how you AWP on this map. There's not many places you can do it. I mean, if it was towards the B site, it feels like it's easy to overrun. But Kenzazor with 2 big kills right at the tail end and 3 in total, showcasing what he's got up his sleeve. Hedrick does very well for those first 2. All he does is find that simple kind of short angle, gets the kill force back on towards site, gets another kill force back again. That's the way to play it. And then allow for your riflers to step up and clean up.
Can't win this round. It'll be interesting. Burmalov, though, he's got the AWP. And again, they're pushing that B-bomb site. Honestly, I love it. If they win one fight here, even if it's 2-for-1 trade in favor of Bait, it doesn't really matter. They should be able to power through. Molotov goes down. Essential is dead right following that, and that's enough. Look at the pressure here. Hetrick's certainly dead. That's all you need, is that one kill at B, and it's a tail as old as time, and you should be able to win the round. And it's not even possible, I think, for Bait to retake this.
No, I think you're right. What they got, if they can, and a Deagle here that wants some scalps, and Crims gets both. So that conversation about saving is muted very quickly. And Now there might even be more behind it. Crims is sticking around. He hasn't exactly gone for the upgrade of the weapon just yet, but Alex is looking for a fight, and in this form for Crims, this could be awkward. It's BlameF who sees it off at the end, so no saving at all. In Minecraft, when I build a house, I do use the kind of the slightly darker woods, like the mahogany. So, yeah, I'm a fan.
You truly are you actually are the ultimate like sumo representative. You're like, I'm never gonna buy a house. I like, you know, obviously economy's wrecked. Like, you know, I'm never gonna own a house. But in Minecraft,
I use the darker woods. So yeah, I would say I like it.
In Roblox,
I actually I started playing a Minecraft server for the first time in years the other day, and I can say that I use that as dark as But we're back to the game here. Ken's not gonna get one as Crims will trade quickly. Minecraft Tour can be shelved for another time as BlameF has done so well to try and get themselves out towards the site. And Burbalov shotgun open around that corner, catches Alex. Essential, he was, you know, kind of starting to make the movement towards A, and then very quickly realized, I'm going to be on my own. There's no point.
Well, that's a bit concerning, perhaps. But you know, nice shot from Burmalov. You've got to appreciate that. They're investing everything into this round. So if they lose this one, I do think that 9-3 is actually pretty doable. I guess we'll have to find out exactly how it plays out. Bit of a struggle. Bit of a weird grenade there. Obviously meant to go over the wall for the CT side, but didn't really land that way. They did stack the B-bomb side early, but they are trying to rotate back rather quickly to try and see if they can help out. And you know what? fnatic actually might have found a really good timing here. They're in that center, top mid position. NPL, see if he can find a way to wedge himself in. He's going to get that one kill, and that's the bomb on the ground, but they're not ready. Look at how far forward fnatic are. Again, they walked the whole way, and nobody saw them, and still head-trick with a good shot, but a little bit of a nasty surprise for Bait.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine from BlameF. Just waiting. Towards Banana. Still a 3 versus 2, but it's still a pretty winnable one, I would say, just because of how low head-trick is. Sneaking past here. Oh my god. Spots one. Oh, and he gets poked as well. Crimson so well. 1 versus 1. BlameF's got a chance.
This is kind of sick. Like, it's second or third time that we've seen fnatic do this, where they just contact walk the whole way into the A site, and nobody from the Bait side even realizes. And now it's down to BlameF. One of the hardest players to play in a 1v1. He's so sneaky. He's so careful with it. And actually, none of it matters. Even with the flashbang, he can't get the job done. I'm shocked to see that.
More out from them. So, fnatic looking for an 8-4. And if they get that, I think they're in a really good spot. I like this from Ken's as well. He's pushed off the back of his 8, and he'll push for 1. And a second behind it as well. Maybe more. Get a dink. That's not bad. You essentially start off the half 9-5 down, which means if you do lose your gun round, you basically lose the half. So this is where it comes down to saying, with how this MR13 system now works, it's so much pressure on the pistol. That's a great Molotov from Matties. MPL was so low, and he's dead basically instantly.
Yeah, how upsetting. One more player on the site. It's with the FAMAS, and Essential hasn't got the memo yet. He was standing still with the FAMAS. Don't do that. Never do that. It's you have to run. You have to run and shoot now. That's the new meta. I guarantee it. But regardless, he's going to go down. And again, the fire rate on that FAMAS is not that high, so getting that kind of a spray down, I think, is very, very tricky. Regardless, it's a 1 versus 3, and head-trick's going to be going down. Didn't really stand much of a chance of retaking that. So another round for fnatic, and only 1 player as well in the apps for the moment for Bait. So we'll see if they actually do something more here. Flash out to just take a bit of mid control. They don't really spot anyone out, which is a bit worrying. There comes the smoke for the mini pit, so we definitely saw that one coming. And now the trades continue. The Glock's running close to Sentiel. It's a great job right now. They had that 1 smoke and then a couple of flashes, and that's really all they needed. The bomb plant's going to be coming through, and I think fnatic, I mean, I don't know if you just save these 2 HGs for the next round.
Yeah, I think you potentially might be right here. Just keep on what you've got. Use the HE as a bit of a stack and sort of hope that things can work. I mean, not always the easiest, but I mean, what do you actually legitimately do in this sort of position? I think just, like you said, keep hold of what we've got. So, exit play seems to be the call here, and it will net them 1. Only 1, though. If they're going to get caught by a Sentia, that nade not really doing as much as he would have wanted. Bit more for Bevelov. Something about AWP players on the pistols is always good to see, but yeah, he doesn't have a chance here. So down he goes. He might actually fall with the bomb here, and he will. So it doesn't even save anything in the end, which does sort of make you question, I guess, a little bit.
Oh man, what a way to get started here. One with the grenade, one with the aim punch, and fnatic pretty much worse for wear at the start of the round. So we'll see if Bait can find a way to win this one. If they do, we've got a game on our hands. We're back into the swing of things again, but they have to find that entry. And the Sentinel, ooh, nearly getting caught there, but MPL's a good job. I was gonna say, I'm noticing in the chat, in the stream chat, you know, a lot of people are levying heavy criticism against the Sentinel right now. He's having a tough game, so for him personally, it'd be nice for him to fight his way back into this the second half.
I touched on it a little bit in that pre-show as well, saying if a Sentinel plays well and he's confident, it's a good indicator of the team. But if he's not, that's where things do start to dip off quite heavily for Bait, and hence why they've kind of been struggling. He's not the most impactful of players, but I always feel like he is a very good litmus as to where Bait's sort of mental is at the moment. Swing, and a fine for MPL. By example here, he will get a Sentinel online. There he is. Berbelov gets caught. There might be more here, though. Crims is in towards backside, and Crims doing well. Good for 2, but it's just not enough. He needed an ace, as they were all just piling in on his position. So Bait win a crucial gun round with only 2 casualties. That's not bad.
If they walk into the stack, oh, they're putting up a smoke as well. Do they have another do on Crims? I like this. Now, this is a challenge to Bait. The question becomes, do they think that was the last smoke that fnatic had? If they do, then they should wait and just go for it. But if they're worried there's another one, then maybe it's better to back on out. And they don't know for sure. Now the other smoke did go up, so a lot more pressure. There's going to be down to 20 seconds, and they do find a kill on the Fear coming on through. But again, you don't really know what's on the other side here. Waiting for the Mattis, ready with the P250. He's going to get a kill, but swiftly returned. Deagle on top. It's Crims to keep it going. And down to 1 player. Bait trading their way into it. They nearly lost this round already, but the USP of Bermalov, it shouldn't be enough. In spite of the headshots here, I can't believe he's done it. Has to swing against the AK, and by rights, he should be dead, and he will be.
How have we actually got that close? I can't believe it. This is really, really awkward. I do actually think his calling has been pretty good, though. Some of the plays we saw until that first half. I did say, oh my god, Bermalov, he was just stoic there as he let 3 cross while he was blind. But reassesses, gets his kill. MPL will find Crims on the lurk, which is really important. 1 goes down towards B.
That's crazy. I've seen... there was a trend for a while where people were raw dogging flights and just kind of looking straight into the seat in front of them. You know, no books, no nothing. I think we just saw Bermalov raw dog the flashbang. He just didn't care. He was just saying, I'm not going to be intimidated by your flashbangs. He's going to die regardless, because Headtrick just repeating that angle very nicely. And fnatic, they're in trouble right now. You know, stoicism aside, they're going to be in a weird position here.
They are. Yep. Ah, final bullet. We'll get on towards Blame F. So nobody surviving at the end there. But yeah, I mean, definitely one of these now where, again, this is something I kind of brought up a little bit right at the tail end of that half, where fnatic is looking a lot better, but you saw them have, in the previous iterations of the team, the issues on the CT side, and that is actually always the indicator for me. T side, you can play as a pack.
They're lacking the money. You could see they're a bit uncomfortable. Maybe they can change it around. We've got a scout, and Bermalov already blown up here. They are trying to push the middle. I love the idea, but now that Bait know, they shouldn't really be too surprised here. FAMAS, or actually not a FAMAS, the AK picked up there, peeking into it. It's a pretty good trade nonetheless. I mean, they've actually done better than you could have expected here. Back into a 2v2 we go.
Crims, 5-7. Sort of got the right idea. Picks up an AK now as well. Question is, how much further forward does he want to push? MPL's waiting for an overextension, and Crim's not giving it to him just yet. Well, Bait are going to group up, but it's a really awkward recovery of this bomb.
Yeah, it is. I think that's what made it very difficult. Oh, okay. That's an interesting peek, and it kind of works out anyway. Alex goes down. NPL trying to almost pre-fire the barrel there. It's going to be down to the 1 versus 2 here, and he's got plenty of time, so if he wants to, he can slow this one down, but yeah, he knows where one of them is. Not exactly sure where Crims is, but what a tough position to win from here for NPL. 40 seconds now. I said he's got time, but eventually he has to be careful too. A nice job. Just run away, Blame F. There's no reason to fight. It's just not necessary, and now you can see the panic has started to set. MPL hunting him down. Oh, he's going to find him through the smoke, and he's still got time to make a bomb site. He can make a run for it, but he's up against another legend of the game in Crims, who now has to just play a little mind game here. And actually, it looks like NPL's managed to thread the needle. I can't believe it. If he wins this one, Neo, that's going to be unbelievable. He's actually made a run for it. He's going to get the bomb plant.
No way. Molly goes down as well, so now he actually can get a full safe plant. And where does he play in the post button? Crimson's running. I don't know whether NPL can hit this, but it might not matter. He's going to reset, and he's going to push back into his church. This is now very doable.
Yeah, it absolutely is. A little bit of damage onto NPL already, but the truth is that AWP is the big equalizer. He's just at the corner, ready and waiting. Crims walks into it, and it's a clutch coming up for NPL in the 1 versus 2. He was lost in the smoke, but he found his way out to a bomb plant as well. That is sick. Wow, crazy scenes. I can't believe what we're actually witnessing here. It's 10-8 now. Bait fighting their way back from a pretty bad first half, but fnatic are not managing to put together a proper defense on the CT side. There's no other way around it. Like, whatever is going on here, it's not working. And Fear at 3 kills is not helping. Mattis goes down early, and they've just completely blown this. Never mind that the bomb is back at T ramp. It doesn't even matter. This round has already been won here.
Oh, wow.
They don't even need the bomb plant. They're just getting the kills.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Then they'll probably get the last as well. Bermalov. He get his. That's going to be something, but obviously the mammoth task ahead of him feels impossible, and he couldn't even just get the 1 bullet required on towards Alex. Bait, yet another round for them. They're now up towards 11, 2 away from taking fnatic's map, and once again instilling the bit of the plague that has been for Fnatic. This will be, in the last sort of 3 or so months, this will be their 4th loss from 4. No one on the team's really running away with things for Fnatic, which is tough to see. But you got the flip side as well, where you got Headtrick, 21-6, who's looking absolutely ridiculous.
Crims. I mean, a lot of the rounds in the first half, it was him, I think, kind of saving Fnatic a bit. They need him now more than ever. They need to win the next 4 rounds in a row to get this one into overtime. Otherwise, they are going to be in a lot of trouble. And honestly, this is not looking good already. Like, there's nobody at the A-bomb side. Crims is going to be dead here for sure. Alex just holding the smoke, and that was the A defense, by the way. NPL covering what we still call library. Do you call it library? I call it library because I'm old.
I still call it library.
Right.
I did hear
You're
somebody in a pub called it wine cellar, and I had to be like, no, mate, no, sorry, that's not happening. We're not changing this. It's library.
Can Valve put at least a couple of books in there just so that we can, you know... But yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm glad people call it library. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bait with kind of a ridiculous comeback, to be honest, into the second half. But I mean, half comeback, half Fnatic disappearing from the game. What on earth is going on?
Was the team composition like? I mean, the vibes can't have been good after that. So, let's see. This has been a map that has been very good for Bait. Let's see what Fnatic have got up their sleeve. It looks like they want to hit towards B.
Yes, they do. Flashes around the corner, but they don't really make any difference whatsoever. They're getting slaughtered, even getting in through that narrow choke point. Wow, that's devastating round. Done, Neo. That's over.
So, Bait should get a second. Good opportunity as well for the MP9s to get a lot of cash in the back pockets if they can.
Yeah, for sure. Good timing on the incendiary going down, and they're pretty much getting the shorter in. It's not going to be the MP9s, but it doesn't really matter. Almost no damage dished out, and a quick second round. So, I mean, who cares? You know, it's just Glocks. So, I'm not going to be too worried about that, but I do want to see Fnatic. And I mean, it's the T side.
Okay, that's how you do it. Like, that's how you get around over the line. That's what it feels like to kind of celebrate a little bit, right? But it's just the fact that at the moment they're not there. They're not in that sort of nice space. So, once again, back towards B is where they're heading. And hoping things will change, which so far they haven't been. It's a good start, though. It's Burblov going to get both.
That is a crazy spray. Like, never mind the first guy, that's fine, but to continue the full-on spray at that range with the AK is pretty impressive. So, I like to see that, and that should be enough. I mean, weirdly, the bomb is back in T-spawn, so if there was more of an attempt at a retake here, maybe that would be an issue, but you can kind of already tell that Bait have kind of given up on the round now. Alex is aware that someone could be there, and actually, shockingly, he wins the fight. They got to be wondering, like, why is there no bomb plant? Like, what's even happening? But it is going to be coming up. Just, you know, just give him a couple of seconds, guys. They'll get there.
Nice clearance as well. Just, you know, doing that due diligence, just making sure that there's no one.
It's a great spray from Bermalov, but they're probably going to be saying at the end of it, who really cares that much? Because you know, it's just a bit of a bonus round. You know, we had the MP9s and the rest of it, so we've even picked up an AK. Is it great? Maybe not. It kind of sucks that it's the M4s that kind of go missing in that A bomb site or in the B bomb site. But still, at the end of the day.
Alrighty. This is a big indicator. I mean, we've still got double MP9 coming through, but AK, M4 to sort of surround it still feels like it can most definitely do something. MP9 in towards close mid, I think, is a perfect place to play. We see a lot of people actually playing with shotguns up here just because of these close quarter fights. Grim's first fight is great. Only 2 bullets needed, but that was enough.
That's a wild peak. Nothing's really settled yet. They can still end up going down. Some of them are a bit low, and there is this AK on Alex in the middle. He's actually in a great position. If you get the spray down, it might work out in his favor, but if he doesn't get a double kill here, the round should be over. They're not checking it yet. 30 seconds. Oh, there's the first one. Oh, not quite ready for the second, and there's nobody defending the A-bomb side any longer.
Oh, hang on. Santiago's going to swing through. Matty still can't safely plant this bomb just yet, and Crim's coming over for support. I mean, look at the HP over towards fnatic. This is still feeling potentially winnable for Bait. That's not going to help with Sentia down to 14 himself. They might just call it off the back of that. Yeah. You saw HP. I think they're giving it a go. But it also might be one of those things where they don't even realize how much damage they've actually done.
We'll see how they actually... This time they're not even looking at all, so they're not really worried about that. Wow, 2 Molotovs to the middle, 1 Molotov that cam position, so they burned out a lot of this real estate in the middle to try and take this control, and so far so good, because there are no CTs here, so a lot of the grenades kind of not doing anything for them at the moment. Counter smoke comes out, but Blamev's already made his way through, charging the bomb site and taking down NPL. That is a very assertive way to take control, and they should be winning this round. I think Crims is going to catch the rest in rotation. Yep, looking to catch 1 there. Hetrick goes down. That is swift work for fnatic.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we actually even just save there in that spot? They ended up wanting to give it a go, and Sentinel, sure, we're getting exit frags at the tail end, which is okay, but it's not a good round for Bait. It's a very, very solid one for fnatic, and this is much better. This is exactly what their Inferno looked like, where we saw incredibly solid sort of T-side rounds being put up quite consistently, I think, as well, and this is where they showed a lot of their best work. It was their CT side that worries us, and hence why...
And that, I mean, that last round, in a weird kind of way, I think it all came down to Blamev pushing that smoke and in the camp position to the A-bomb side. I think if he'd waited on the other side, which, you know, there's a past version of Blamev that would have waited every single time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of good to see him, I think, be a little bit speedier to try and get in there. I like that. Oh, that's dangerous. Could have been a double spray down. The Molotovs will do a lot, but Hetrick, with the only real rifle here, kind of doing a good job at putting on some pressure in the middle.
Let's see. Spam into those doors. Sort of sow a couple of seeds of doubt about what this setup's actually looking like on the CT side. This round, obviously we're not expecting a hell of a lot, and they do sort of need Hetrick to go huge. The big thing then is, can we get 1 gun to work with? That's not going to be a good start, as Alex will fall to Crims, but if we can pick up 1 AK, you can maybe talk about this round having some effect.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, that flash in towards A main there, that nearly catches Crims is... That would have been a great way to find that kill. It's back on again. They are pushing into the stack at B with only 30 seconds left, so there is a way still for this round to work out, although Hetrick is dead, so the chances that they win are just dwindled completely here. Fear and Crims show up, and they're going to pretty much clean up the bomb site, so a great job overall, and it's going to be MPL, you know, 1 versus 3 with no real chance to actually win the round, but maybe you could steal a rifle, try and get out of there, but I think that's been covered. Crims is on top of everything right now. I say that, so he does somehow not land the last bullet. But MPL, you're not winning this one. 1 bullet touches you and you're going to be dead. I don't know how he's still alive. He's managed to walk in between them. That's weird. But it's still fnatic win the round. It's still the T side. And, you know, that CT side, remember, they disappeared on Inferno. If they do that again here, it doesn't really matter how many rounds they get on their T side. Nice grenade. It's going to actually do a fair bit of damage there. Kenzasaw trying to get the spray, but he overpeaks the angle. Sits out in the open, and the trades are coming through. MPL showing up in a big way. Bermalov with almost a running shot that he had to hit, and somehow they found a way through that narrow choke point in a dark position to get into the B bomb side. Now it's on Hetrick to try and clutch it. Blamev was right there. The shadow was showing, but it doesn't matter. Blamev still lands the shot, and fnatic win another round. I guess we'll find out. We are done with the tactical timeout, and we're back into the game. Round number 9 is here, and fnatic now with 6 in a row, and almost looked like they wanted to just straight rush that if the Molotov or smoke hadn't gone down, they might do it anyway. Oh, the taps here for Essential. I can't believe he's missed the timing on them. Now they're going to be coming through, and there's no mercy here. They should be able to run this defense down. MPL trying to keep it alive. Still, it's a good double, but it might not be enough here. 2v2 after the dust settles, and a chance for a bomb plant, maybe. Or say that Hetrick, actually. He's pushed in front of the Molotov. That's great news. It's just Bermilov left.
Well, tough one for him, for Bermilov. 1v2 is still potentially winnable, but this is a big round. If Bait are able to take this, it might just give them a shot. Bermilov, we already saw 1v2-1 by MPL. He wants to get revenge for that. He's moving his way around the corner. He might have an idea here. There's one round this, and he will find it. Still time, 50 seconds, missed shot. But he knows where he is. He's getting swung upon, and Bermilov has gone huge. Big 1v2 for him.
Still fairly competitive. There's something to do right, but right now, even that is kind of a question. Like, can they actually do that? I think at the beginning of the half here, we thought, oh, they're definitely going to get there, but now I'm starting to worry a little bit. I'm getting a bit nervous. We're down to 35 seconds. fnatic, they've been waiting. They're expecting a push in, and they're wrong either, so their patience rewarded, and Matters probably should have had both those kills, but either way, there's only one single defender inside of the bomb site, put under pressure. It's Hetrick, low on health. The Molotov nearly got him, and surely they can trade him out. Indeed, they can. More people rushing onto the side. 18 seconds left. It's Bermilov again with a 1v1 to take down the Sentiel.
We put ourselves into a spot. An 8th put up for fnatic, as they did in that first half. Our first map, may I say. And, yeah, I mean, tough spot that we're currently in. So, Bait, can we recover? Can we get to 4, which sort of kept them afloat in that first map? Maybe. It's a good start with Kensal finding Bermilov, so at least they shot him down. He's had a great bit of impact these last couple of rounds.
Honestly, yeah, great work. You need to find more kills like that. And now they're in it, for the first time, I think, they're actually in a 4-on-5 here, where they have a bit of a better chance of it. They are peeking down. It's risky, but at the same time, you kind of want the information. Now they might get caught in the middle of nowhere. Sentiel, I don't know if I can support that decision. I feel like I was already questioning peeking down dark like that when you've got them an advantage. Now I'm even more worried. And look at the entry here. They've just powered their way through. fnatic make it look easy. And I think Bates, I don't know why they're moving around that much. You're crossing back towards the pillar or back towards the obelisk. With like, no smokes in main, no flashes, no nothing. If someone's waiting, you're gonna die.
I don't know. I just don't know if even like a 9-3 is actually recoverable for a side who have offered up basically nothing.
Ooh.
Up. Idea, not the flick though. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Boosted up in B main to try and take that fight. It's Alex with the smoke. I said they had some trouble with Crims, who's been lurking out there, and they deal with it by shooting him through the smokes. Vintage strategy, you might say, but it works pretty well. And now we're down into a 4-on-5 again. And last time we saw this, Bait were, I think, too active in running around, like, you know, kind of getting picked off in the middle of the B bomb site. So I'd like to see them play a bit more carefully and just don't do too much here. Bermilov's a very nice peek. Alex was jiggling that corner, and they were hoping that there would be more of a signal, like a flash through for them to kind of get ready, but there just wasn't. So down to 30 seconds again, attacking the B bomb side here. Matters a great opening, but he can't quite track that kill. Kenzasaw, though, still might be in a bit of trouble. They're coming through. It's only 20 seconds left. They are shooting Bermilov in the back of the bomb. Can't really make its way to the bomb side yet. So fnatic, they might have finally found a way to lose around here. It's been 9 in a row in their favor. I say that as Blamer is lurking, and he's so good late in the rounds. 9 seconds left. And a bit of panic here. A nice shot from MPL, and they will finally run around at the end. Bait. It took a long time, but they got there. Well, let's see if they can do anything here in the second half. It's Bait coming into the T side of it. Remember, this is their map pick, so we expect bigger things out of them, and if they come in the pistol, you never really know. It's a clean bomb plant. It's a 5-on-5 in the after plant, and I don't know. There is a smoke, but no kit right now at all on fnatic, so they have to be fairly quick with it here. It can't be a slow retake, or they're simply going to run out of time. Alex, first with a little bit of pressure here. He peeks into the USP, and he will survive, and I think that's a pretty good job. Now they're walking into a bit of a sandwich here. fnatic, this should be a very, very tough round for them to win, but they're landing the headshots. I might have to eat my words here. Alex, surely going to be dead. I can't believe it. fnatic, no kid, not a lot of utility, but plenty of headshots.
What a recovery. What a recovery. Probably had about, what, 12 seconds on that bomb as they get onto it, and they've just done such a good job of...
It's down to the 2 Galeals, some Mac 10s, a Tech 9. I mean, they can do some real damage with this. I think it's going to be potentially still a dangerous round. You can see Bermalov is also aware. Don't want to get run down, but there's no signal. They're walking the whole way. Finally, the grenades are thrown, but they're going to be trying to chase them in here. And look at the pressure that's on. It's Senthiel with 2 big kills of the Mac 10. BlameF sneaking in one there, but they need that bomb plant rather quickly, and the bomb is actually lost to her for a minute here. They're going to have to go back and pick it up. They might have to just fight their way through. 2v1. Now they pick up the bomb again, but not bad still for Bait. They have a chance to win the round.
Hedrick. He's really done a very good job. I mean, that trade kill that he gets earlier with the support of NPL does a lot. Swinging out the smoke there did feel a little bit laissez-faire.
They make it such that without the kit, he's going to have to run away. So, smart choice for Bait. It's finally another round going their way.
That's it. Hedrick, for him, all that's left alive. But, of course, all he cares about is that bomb going off. Kind of retake, right? And no, you kind of sell it, you put it into a 1v2, and you make life very difficult towards Crim. So, that's the one mistake I have to look at.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Bit of a boost. They have the M4 over at the B bomb site, so Crims is sort of hoping that someone's going to show up, but not looking like the most likely thing at the moment. Mid-fight is where the action is going to be, and it's BlameF with the first one. Could have easily been a double dare hat-trick. Swinging wide to try and get him killed, and they will be able to do that. So Scout's coming in on the other side, and oh, Bermalov, he was thinking about it. The timing eludes him, but look at the push out of B. Oh, this is so dangerous now. They're going to be peeking into a couple of players. If they kill Fear, they might overlook Crims. I think this is a bit of a mind game being set up. But never mind, Crims just walking in, slaughtering them. Couple of kills, 6 bullets left, enough for the headshot to take down a Senthiel. It's all on Crims. He's already a legend, but he's still, after all these years, playing magnificent Counter-Strike.
Maybe contending for kind of invites to these sort of tier 1 positions, but they haven't been sort of quite getting there. They've been close, but not close enough. And now, this is a Fnatic side who actually are here to be able to go deep in tournaments.
Yeah, that's what we want to see, right? Like, they've got some names here, and they've got some young talent. Like, there's definitely something to work with, right? They've got everything they need. They got plenty of money, and surely plenty of confidence to go around. BlameF with 18 kills, so yeah, this is working out very nicely for them at the moment.
Swing. Fine for Matty's Fear. Going to add one as well. Beautiful. Beautiful work. As BlameF drops down Alex, leaving Ascential with it all to do. And now that he's 6 points of HP, safe to say that this one is done, Anders. I mean, what could you possibly even do here? Smoke going to go down. He's just so nervous. He has no idea about the potential of the flank.
Yeah, there's no way to play this. I mean, the smoke was a bit funny. Maybe he needed to throw that a little bit, deeper in, but none of it matters, right? He's so low on health. It's going to be BlameF to take him down, and it's an absolute masterclass of Anubis for Fnatic as they completely blow up Bait in this second game, which means we are going to need a third one to decide it, which will be on Ancient. Wow.
Now we've got to see what they can do in towards a map number 3, right? This is where we're at. Fnatic on the knife round, so they'll be starting on that CT side. Bait starting on the T side.
Yeah, for Bait, I mean, we've just went through the discussion with Fnatic, but now it's Bait's turn to try to make it back. Crims, he spots every single player. That's so much information. If he can live, and he does. Oh, for Bait, this is rough. Do you keep going? You know the rotation's coming. You know that they're going to be running right here. They've already put down the smoke, so I guess they're locked in. Crims trying to land that mid-air headshot is not working, and Mattis running through the smoke, but Crims is already dead, so now instead, it's a 5 versus 3. Fnatic, I actually think they were primed to win that round as soon as Crims sees the first players there, but my god, now they might be in trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. I know Fnatic got a good couple of moments when it comes towards these retakes as well. Bermalov just trying to find another. He knows there's one tucked in towards A main. It's a tough fight for him to be taken as well, but time's starting to tick. We've got to make a move here. We have a kit on the back pocket of Fear, so it's not exactly impossible, but BlameF falls. It should be done, and it is. Kenzazor and Alex do very well at the tail end there just to see it over the line.
Round number 3. Actually seeing 2 FAMAS. I'm curious. I really, really want to see the pros use this. Crims is on that boost that I just recently figured out how to Molotov, but I guess you don't need a Molotov if you're Alex. You just win the fight with the Galil straight up, so who cares about the grenades? Burmelov with 2 in return, and Blamef gets another one. So after all of that exchange, we're back into a 2v2 with 1 minute and 20 seconds. So for Bait, it makes so much sense to slow this down and just make it very, very hard for Fnatic to figure out what to do. I'm curious what the Fnatic boys are going to be doing here, because I mean, you could just stack a bomb site and pray, or you could go look for them. You could say, okay, let's group up in the middle and let's really search for these last 2 players. But either way, it's tough on the CT side when there's this much time left.
And Piano and Sentinel going towards this B here. Matty's heading towards CT, and Fear's coming in from behind, and he's now definitely spotted one. That was the bomb too.
Yeah. Very strong position here. They're just not ready for it. So after all that time spent, there's going to be another shot in the back. Oh, no. They double locked out on that timing. That's crazy. Fnatic.
There's that first for Fnatic. Needed. Of course, money to buy back in for Bait. No issues lose this round, though. Same can't be said going in towards the next. So this could be a pretty important one. If Fnatic can go back to back, that could go huge. Burmelov going to get dropped as well by a Sentinel. We might start scaling up in towards the site. And then NPL is ripping heads. Overlooks Blamef, but he's only good for 1. That should be the round.
What's happening? Fnatic find that first kill for free, and then I guess they wanted to peek the ramp with a flashbang or something and thought that was going to work out, but they run right into like 2 headshots and the round just completely flips.
For Fnatic to do well, and at the moment that's just not happening.
Okay, we got a run boost in the middle. I like it. It actually worked as well. I feel like a lot of the times people try that, it just doesn't really work that well, but you can see he's pretty quickly up there, Blamef, and Crim's going to win the fight in the middle. So, wow, some acrobatics for Fnatic as they, you know, sort of toss themselves into the round, leaving Hetrick and Alex in a pretty poor position. Not necessarily the best start to the round here for Bait, but for Fnatic, I mean, it's about time, right? We've been wishing and waiting for their comeback. Ooh, Fear right through the smoke. And here we go.
I even one time when I was younger tried to like make my own superstition or whatever, and then like forgot like 2 weeks in. So
you couldn't commit to it.
Yeah, I couldn't commit to it. I couldn't be asked. So that's I've never been superstitious really at all. Same with like, you know, kind of like ghosts and that kind of thing. It's just like, no, I don't believe it.
And Fnatic, like, you know, some embers are still left. There's still a little bit of fire. We need more out of them, but yeah, if they can win this round, I think we can start the conversation back up. The problem is if they lose it, Bait are gonna be right back into the swing of things. Good Molotovs, good grenades, even better headshots for Mattis as he does take the kill, but Alex coming back into it. Flashed in by Hetrick to get a couple of kills there. Now Blamef in the cave. Oh, the wall bangs are actually amazing, but it might not make a difference. He's so sharp with it, and suddenly it's a 2-on-3. The bomb is planted here, but let's see if Bait can hold on to the afterplant. They do not have any more grenades. Well, a couple of interesting ones perhaps. And Hetrick might not need it. My god, 1v1. Both of them very beat up here. The HE for Hetrick might do the job, but he has no idea where Blamef is coming from, and he's not going to need it either. Hetrick with 3 at the end and a massive clutch.
Big round. Big round to be taken. Again, just continues to instill this confidence within Bait. I mean, this is where the side just continue making round upon round stick, whether it's close or one-sided. All they care about is continue to bridge the gap, and Hedge doing super well there. I mean, he had a fantastic, once again, contact towards A. It's only Blamef here to meet them, but I'm just pushing it towards elbows, so Blamef's got to do it all. He's got to get at least a 2-for-1 if he can. There's the first. Second is also there as well. So, job done, arguably.
Yeah, I mean, he's done plenty enough, right? Kansas all trying to get the bomb planted. If there was a grenade on him here, he'd be dead, and it would be a very different round. But the fact that he gets the bomb down means at least there's a chance to win it now for Bait, in spite of the heroics of Blamef. Playing that corner of that donut exit position is so powerful. I think you mentioned earlier, but you can see the shadow as they're coming around the corner by the sign. Alex, I don't know how he wins the fight, but he does. Mattis going down, and they're all coming out of the donut. 3v3 here, and there is an HE left on Kansas, so he's going to go down without even getting a chance to throw it. The flashbangs are coming in, and it's a nice shot from Burmelov. He's going to take down Alex, and the bomb plant will be defused here. So at least Fnatic win the round.
Yeah, you take that. You know, it's a small silver lining in whatever way kind of you can discuss about it. I mean, silver linings are a bit of a loose term for a Fnatic side who still find themselves struggling, but it's better than nothing. This is still an awkward spot, though. I still feel like Bait have got a few tricks up their sleeve. They've still got plenty of money left over. I mean, Headtrick and Kensor combine towards the next round. Again, no bothers if they need it.
Yeah. Man, 4 rounds even. That is a bit low, but I mean, it would be interesting to see Fnatic fight their way back. Early shot goes the way of Bait as flameF goes down. So a bit unfortunate here. They're walking right through the red room, and Mattis, even though he was there, he was sort of there physically, but I think mentally probably somewhere else. Like, he's not expecting for anyone to come through, so he's somehow just not ready for it, and that's going to cost him his life.
Bomb wants to head back towards the A side, and they've had success there. Crims is tucked. This close left corner is always awkward. The issue being is that for Kensor, when he peeks out here, Shadow's going to betray him. You'll see it in just a moment. There it is. Shadow betrays him. He dies. It's always going to be an easy fight anymore. Behind it will be great. And Crims, even there, going 2 for 1 is big. Oh,
what a flick from Bermilov as well. The little jump there. Santhiel going down. They know where he is, but they can't do much about it. Hetrick gets that one, and there's still time. 25 seconds. Can he make a run for it and actually get there?
Up shelf, maybe. He's got a knife out, though, surely, the whole way. This is not easy.
Don't slow down. It's not worth it. You're going to be running the whole way. Okay, so he can just barely make it. That's crazy. Nicely done from Hetrick. This is how you try and win the round. All right. Showboating a little bit. Bermilov's not going to be happy about this. Bomb gets planted, and now 1 versus 1. Oh, I can't imagine the heartache for Fnatic if they lose this round. They've done a good job. Crims, fantastic work with the double kill to try and get them back into the round, and Bermilov got the first flick there. Now he's ready and waiting. He's hoping that Hetrick is going to be pushing him, but he's not. He's got the AWP trained at the corner, and it's up to Bermilov to make a move. He's getting closer now, peeks right into it, and he's surely dead, as it will be Hetrick with the incredible triple kill in this round.
It sort of exposed any sense, and because of the timing, he knows that Bermilov basically has to be coming from CT side.
Here we go. Round number 12, we're into the mix. He did see that. Kensa saw sharp eyes and an even sharper aim as he takes down Crims to follow it up. It's a 2-for-0 trade in the middle. And again, Fnatic just look kind of lost here. Like, I don't know what's going on, but Bates, they're swinging back into this game in a massive way. Fantastic job, honestly, from at least 3 of them, right? Alex and Essential and Kansas are all playing very good at the moment here. It's finally Fear striking back and trying to get something done, but this has just been a kind of a weird day in the office for Fnatic, I'm not gonna lie.
It's true. So up and down, and this is looking like a bit of a down. Matties, though, let's get one. He gets what it gets out. Yes, he takes damage, but makes this 2v3 at least slightly plausible. Either way, they're going in towards the stack here. Hang on. Didn't walk both in towards MPL. There's the first. There's the second. Simple as that. And what a way to close it out. I mean, what a performance again from Bait, and what a response off the back of a dreadful map number 2. That's sick. Let's do it. 1 pistol here for Bait, and it's basically done and dusted in my eyes. We'll go quick towards 8. That's what he plays. MPL is going to be that first point of contact. It is. Let's see what he's got for us. First is great. Bit of fortune as he catches Matties through that smoke.
Yeah, Mattis even kind of saw him, so I guess a bit of a shame, but good timing either way for MPL. And that actually makes a big difference, right? They've got the smoke and the kit, so this is a very different round for Bait. They can afford to lose a couple of players, and they can still win the round in a clutch right at the end here. Some pressure being put on, and they'll find BlameF. Really nicely played from Hetrick. He's got no fear in that battle. And now they're just retaking it with guns alone. Who needs the smoke and the kit? They're going to do it anyway, but I mean, all the pressure's on Crims. He's going to go down, and it's a solid retake. Bait are absolutely putting Fnatic to shame right now.
It's an absolute slaughter. Credit again where it's due. So well played.
Yeah, kind of is. Guess we'll see how... I mean, we can't even really construct a likely scenario. We're going to sound like frauds if we try and say, here's how Fnatic can make the comeback. Like, the truth is, they can make a comeback if, like, 3 of their players just suddenly, you know, turn it up to 11. It has to be something really wild for that to work out. And fair play, Bermilov with a couple of good kills here. Bomb being attempted. Slowed down once again. Now Hetrick pushing in. One of them is very low on health. This is super winnable. The bomb is not planted. They got interrupted a couple of times there. And now Hetrick pretending to go back through the cave. And now he's going to recommit to this position. If he finds Bermilov, it should be a quick 1v1. And there we go. Not quite sure where Mattis is, though, but he's got some time. He's got the kit, and he's got a chance to make this a one or a bit of a clutch for himself. Already a 1 versus 2, down into a 1-on-1. Flashbangs are right there. He wishes he had a smoke, but he's going to tap the bomb. Mattis making a bit of a jump for it. He doesn't quite see him yet, and he's almost dead. Head trick. He can run him down. He's got the pressure, but what a nice escape from Mattis. If he stays in that corner, I almost guarantee that he's going to be dead. Now, it's just a full-on defuse, and Mattis should know it. Oh, he's coming in anyway. That's, I don't know, a couple of more seconds, maybe he could have had it, but well played, Mattis.
Yeah, actually really well done. Just to keep them afloat. However... Well, let's see. Give a chance. Empty knife. A couple of grenade pistols, but not a good start. They're going to come over. 5-7 will get one, which at the very least isn't bad. Single-Elimination going to fire one of his own. Hang on a moment. Let's not, overthink this too much. This still could be a little awkward, but thankfully recovered well. It's all down to just one man. MPL, I don't really see him doing this. I mean, granted, BlameF and Bermalov are both actually pretty vulnerable, but Crims should be the confirming factor. Hang on. Hang on, Anders.
Jesus.
There might be something brewing.
You're not wrong though, Neo. Like, I mean, you're obviously you're in the right anyway. Probably should have been dead right then and there, and he should still not have a chance to really get in here. No kits. They're staying very far back. I mean, fnatic, they're keeping a respectful distance here to make sure that he can't just easily isolate the kills. So, all in all, I'd say good job on fnatic here. NPL can clean up a couple of kills, but he can't win the round any longer. It's just not doable. So, yeah, well played. fnatic going to get another round, and it has to start somewhere. If we're dreaming of a comeback, you've got to take it one round at a time. It is a classic saying. It's a good standard setup here for fnatic to try and get into the site.
It's true. All right, well, that's quite again. Control taking Ken's Ord as well. Catches BlameF. That's a perfect way to start things off. More behind the swinging towards Shelf, and actually a second behind it. Ken's Ord's doing great work.
Yeah, fnatic. I mean, the timing is ridiculous, but so is this. Crims running them down, almost picking it up here. The bomb is going to get planted. That is unbelievable. Bates had all the kills at the start of the round. It looked like that was going to be it, but somehow a couple of double kills, and they're bringing it back into it. 4 head first, preferably. Be an easy kill for him. 45 seconds. BlameF hanging around that red room position, and Ken's with the other 5-7. Always so strong for a double kill, and he will get it. Oh, the 5-7. It never ceases to amaze me. Down to 30 seconds now. He's got the AK picked up. They are coming for him, and he very nearly could have had that kill. But head-trick at the same time. It's going to be stopping one of them. The bomb. 25 seconds. Where are they going? You can't run back. That's crazy. Yeah. You have no control of that part of the map. It's a 2-on-3. You have to commit to this one. Head-trick gets another one. I can't believe it. fnatic. They run into the 5-7, and they get wrecked.
I can't believe how quickly that fell apart.
Take the hint, fnatic. You're not welcome.
Well, let's see if they can kind of barge through the front door a little bit. Crims is low. It is not exactly healthy. This is a good setup as well, but that is a wild swing from MPL. Alex gets his, and he gets out. He has to be swung upon, though, but he reacts super well, and he nearly gets a third behind it. This should be impossible, and it is impossible. Single-Elimination on cleanup duty as Bait get ever closer.
So for fnatic, the roadmap is pretty clear, 5 rounds in a row is what they need. The first one's probably going to be the hardest because they just don't have the weapons, but
yeah,
can be done. We'll see. Grenades landing outside of the B-bomb side. I think Hetrick's already hearing them. He knows that they're out there, and he almost could have got surprised, but instead, he turns it into a double kill for himself. Now the rest are running onto the site here. It looks like it's going to be a complete slaughter because Alex is in position. I can't believe it, but Bates making quick work of this round. Finally, the bomb is going to be planted here, but the after plant is not going to be easy.
No, this is difficult. First taking damage. Crimson's exactly healthy. Again, this one feels like it should be dead. They're grouping up. Single-Elimination might be first in terms of the contact, potentially.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Copy not cleared.
Crims. Yeah, he's not even looking. He has no idea. Kansas saw. Just hiding there. Nobody saw him. That's unbelievable. Is now fear in a 1 versus 3. smoked off of the plant itself, which means they're going to go tap that bomb. They've got the kit as well. They've got plenty of kits. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this. Flash going over. He's trying to get that line up, but it's not working, and the bomb will be defused. Bait with a win, which means they will take the series in a 2-1 fashion, and fnatic, those CT sides, betraying them at the end.